in the wake of these mass shootings, free speech is under fire in America. The founder of a website called 8chan, which was a descendant of 4chan, some sort of posting board on the internet where there's no rules, is where the El Paso shooter posted his disgusting manifesto. The founder of that site has shut it down. There are many in America calling for hate speech legislation. I think the First Amendment should protect the worst of speech to make sure that all speech is free. But I do think that our law enforcement needs to refocus its energies on those spewing the hate to make sure that they're not involved in white national terrorism. But I think the last thing we need to do is regulate speech. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I believe that we should never touch the constitutional rights that we have to freedom of expression and freedom of speech.
Okay.
America was founded with the right of freedom of speech, but there was always consequences for the speech. But when you say we need police to now use their resources and start investigating more of these white nationalist groups and white supremacist groups, when you look at Florida, police being terminated and suspended for being a part of white supremacist groups and using white supremacist language and supporting it.
Of course they should be
When
fined.
you look at Idaho, Montana, right here in Texas. So when we want the police officers to investigate and use due diligence to investigate white supremacist groups, they might want to start with themselves, because obviously there are a lot of cops that's white supremacists in their beliefs because they're being fired and suspended across America, cops, for being white supremacist supporters.
Obviously, we should not tolerate bigots or white supremacists of any type in law enforcement. But you look for any avenue or any excuse to condemn our increasingly diverse police force in America. Okay, I think we should end the war on drugs. I think we should have cops stop writing tickets. And I think we should, instead of regulating speech, we should focus cops on finding and preventing these homegrown terrorists. But you just use it as another excuse to condemn the police.
America has put so much of its resources into trying to fight Islamic terrorism that comes to the borders of America, or from within America. When really, according to the FBI, for the last 15 years, since 9/11, longer than 15 now. The truth of it is most domestic acts of terrorism in America have been by white supremacist groups,
well, it depends on
not
how you
Islamic
define terrorism, because the problem with
so
the FBI
what we need to do is
they
really
don't include
fight
gang
real
violence
terrorism.
in the terrorism. And then the reality is we commit crimes against people that look like us in America. We need to stop
not
talking
the mass
about
killers.
race.
Not the mass killers.
We need to stop. It depends on how you define
not
mass
these
killers.
mass killers.
It depends.
These mass killers are crazy.
It depends on how you define it. We need the police focused on protecting us and not the war on drugs.
You might want to start policing these crazy white boys because they run around killing everybody.
Of course you have to
just shoot everybody.
Of course you have to reduce it to race.
Can't go to McDonald's or Walmart, shoot everybody. Can't even go to church.